If you're a single person, live alone, maybe have no kids, have you ever been asked if you have regrets? This came up the other night in a conversation with some friends. I stopped and I thought about it, and I kind of gave the obligatory, no, I don't have any regrets. And why should I? I'm happy. I didn't really get into it with my friends too much, but I did think about it later that night. Sometimes in life, it's not necessarily our choice whether we're going to get married or remain single or whether we're going to have kids or not. Sometimes it is a choice. Other times it's a matter of playing the hand you're dealt. And that was probably the case for me. I think when I was a lot younger, I would have hoped to maybe meet the right person to share a life with and have a partner and build a life as a team. I think I would have liked that. You know, if we're going to be honest here, and I am, there are times, of course, that you feel lonely when you live alone. There's nobody to share the burden with. There's nobody to cook you dinner when you come home. There's no hugs and kisses goodnight or goodbye in the morning. It's on you. And you learn how to be independent and strong. You learn that you can survive and handle almost anything. You have to. There's not a choice, right? Now, like I said, when I was younger, I definitely never wanted to have kids. And I think that came about not because I didn't like kids, but honestly, my mom and my grandmom did not seem the happiest people in the world. And you have to remember, I was born in 1965. Women didn't have a lot of choices at that time. There weren't a lot of options for even birth control pills, okay? That could be the reason why myself and many others are even here. Uh, so when you put things in that perspective, I didn't understand that as a little girl, but as I got older and I learned about history and lots of other things, my mom was not in a happy marriage. My grandmom didn't appear to be in a happy marriage. And that didn't look like something that I wanted to get into. I didn't realize that women back at those times really didn't have a lot of options. I was fortunate enough to go to college and eventually get a good job in technology, and I've been able to support myself and live independently a pretty decent life, something that I don't think my mom and grandmom had those kind of options. So seeing them be not very happy was not something that I aspired to. But certainly at different points in my life, I thought it would be a nice idea to get married, and it would be good to have somebody there to support me that I love, that you could build a relationship and a life with. But it didn't work out the way that I met the right person for me at the right time. And sometimes in life, we just don't. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that we're less than or there's something wrong with us. So now at 59 years old, do I have regrets? Absolutely not. I'm very grateful that I made the choices I did and didn't enter into any relationships that wouldn't have been right for me or probably the person I would have gotten involved with either. Different points in my life, maybe I wouldn't have been the best person to have a relationship with. I think I am now, probably, but too late. I'm kind of loving my life and I don't want to share. But I'm very grateful that I didn't get into any bad relationships in terms of making a marital commitment, having kids, and having to go through the god awful pain of a divorce. I saw my parents go through that. Not something I would wish on anybody. And if that's something that's happened to you, I hope that you got through it okay and that you're now living your best life. Do I sometimes think it would be nice to have kids? Yes, but not in a way of really believing that. Not for me. I see family members that have kids. I have nieces and nephews, and it looks like they're really happy. And I'm not jealous, but sometimes maybe I don't even think envious is the right word, but I see the beauty in that. I see how happy they are taking the kids to college and everything that they're going through in life, and that is not something that I'm going to experience firsthand. But everything in life is a trade-off. And just because I didn't have children and I'm single, live alone, it doesn't mean that I have not contributed to life, to the world in many other ways. Because I didn't have to focus on family and raising children, I had the time, energy, and resources to donate to other things in life. Even something like raising this guy over here, Mr. Nugget. He's not a child, he's my baby, but that's a life that I saved, right? He thinks pretty highly of me, I think, and I've had a important impact in his life, and he's a beautiful living creature. What I'm trying to say here is no, I don't have regrets. And I don't think that there's any value in having regrets to anything in life. It doesn't do any good to go back and play that game of what ifs or sit around, I wish I would have. That's not any good. I try to turn all that around into being grateful, grateful for having the life that I have had and hopefully will continue to have, and being able to contribute. I try to make positive contributions every day, even if it's just something tiny in terms of bringing a smile to somebody's face. I think it's really, really important for all of us to realize and remember that we can contribute, and it doesn't have to be in these big ways. We contribute every day, and we can get a lot of satisfaction out of life. We don't have to succumb to the societal pressures of, you've got to be a wife, mom, and have kids. You can make other choices, and that is totally awesome. It doesn't make you any less of a contributor, a citizen of value. No. So, bottom line is, I don't have any regrets, and I'm loving my life. So, let me know what you think. Do you get those questions? How do you answer them when you do? Do they make you feel bad? Do they make you feel angry? I'd really like to hear about it. Is this a topic we should cover more? Let me know down in the comments. And check out my next video, How to Thrive Living Alone. We got this. Take care, guys.